Hi, Cancer. Welcome to Self Discovery Support. Thanks for joining. This is going to be a timeless general reading. Please make note of what resonates for you, and it's also okay if it doesn't. Tarot does not govern your future. It is best used as a tool to help you find your best path forward. And we will be doing that now. All right, and today we're looking at a message from the ancestors. I'm using the Gaian tarot. It's like really beautiful. I rarely use this deck, but I feel like this is the deck that Cancer needs to hear from. And I wanted to start differently for you, opening with your oracle cards. So I'm also using the animal totem and Ching deck for you here. So I was asking what's happening, what you need to know, and we have this wolf card, difficulty at the beginning in the reverse, and we now have number 2, the receptive, the snake card, which talks about change. So I'm feeling here, we have keywords like chaos, complacent, loner. It feels like you have 2 periods of life. It's like you coming out of one period into the other. This is you. I feel like you, Cancer, you have been through something that has been I think it's forced you to kind of rely on yourself. It's forced you to think on your own. Maybe even seeing those around you for the energy that's been in your life that you found difficult, like starting to recognize what you probably needed to separate from. And this is a learning card, right? So it's like learning by trial is how I'm feeling. It's not like a kind of direct learning. It's an experience of learning by kind of observation, almost like things have happened and it's like assessing at the end to see what's happened. So with that chaos card, some of you could have had, if you think about the areas of life, there's like emotional, so it could be friends, family, loved ones, and lovers as well. But we do have that changing around with the snake card. It's like almost like shedding your skin, getting into a place where this hard lesson, this kind of upset and energy that you've had to adjust to is causing this great change. So it's almost like, it's like learning in practice. This is the experience of learning, like learning on the street, right? It's it's you going through this like major change in life. And if you don't feel like, if you don't recognize that that's what's happening, this is the energy that is generally around you. These I Ching cards are very good for like stages in life. And this one definitely is showing that you are not going to be the same. Major things that have happened for you, even painful things. When we get into the spread, we have the 3 of air here, but that already tells me that you have experienced some very emotional times, trying times, and that's you coming out there in a different way. It's like a new you, but also like more savvy. The keywords you have is direction, life force, and transform. So some of you might feel now like, I know what my purpose is, I know what my pathway is, and people don't recognize you as the same because of the things you've had to change, shed, to keep distance from. All right, so let's look at your cards. We have 5 of fire. I feel like this is you fighting your way through. I feel like there's also like a trial by fire that's come up. It's come up for a couple of the zodiac signs, but here it is very clearly for you. It's you. Cancer is a like water sign. It's very emotional, sensitive. But I feel like you may have felt like this sensitivity hasn't served you in certain ways because of how people receive it. And I feel like this is you emerging, saying, I know I'm going to fight my way through. I'm going to fight my way out of this with the Justice card here. So definitely you, and being supported by the universe to have this new start. Ace of Earth. Like amazing cards here already. All right, so let's look at this. 3 of Earth with the 3 of Air. This is you definitely making attempts to, I don't know, to kind of partner up with somebody. It could be a team of people, family. I'm feeling a lot family and friend groups. Even for some of you, connections that you've been in, but it's just like you could have just felt like this is just a lot of pain. Each time I try this, it's a lot of pain. But with this card in particular, it shows somebody who has the ability to process through that. And if any sign has that ability, it's you, Cancer. Cancer is known for its ability to dive deep into the depths. 7 of Water, a child of water. So here it is, like it's almost like a refreshing. This is water sign energy. It's like getting back to basics, kind of finding joy again, and seeing that you actually do have options. You do have a way out. I think it's because you've been through this process, which is what we were talking about with the wolf card there. Yeah, it's just like new opportunities. And then you emerge here with the 7 of Fire, 9 of Water. This is definitely that fighting spirit that we see. It's like you're standing up for yourself. You're not backing down. We do have almost like you figuring out what is important to you, what you actually desire, what is fulfilling for you. And I think it's been difficult trying to move to that place, because I do feel like there's maybe energies around you that it's difficult to maneuver around these people or this person, whoever this is for you. But it has been difficult trying to get to this place of what makes you happy. But let's look at your potential outcomes, and then we'll get the advice from the ancestors. Okay, potential outcomes for Cancer in this time. Okay, so this is the Death card, but fear not. This is the seasons of life. Something here has to close, and with what we saw you coming through, that's not a surprise. This is the card. This is like endings, right? Not endings, but you separating from the things that you realize that were not serving you, and recognizing that you actually want happiness. You want to feel happy. You don't want to be drained anymore. So there's a big transition coming up for you, Cancer, and expect that. I feel like more than abundance, it has a lot to do with how you show up in relationships with people. I think you're not going to allow in Jamaica we say like people to take a step with you, for people to take step with you, right? So it's just like you don't want to be complacent in relationships anymore. You want to make sure that you are giving and you are getting, and not benefiting from things. All right, so please give us advice from the ancestors. Okay, we've got 2 of Fire, Guardian of Air. All right, so this is, look at that, the Queen of Air here. This is someone who, she sees everything. She knows, she's honest with who she is, and she expects that of you. Also, there's like attunement, right? So, and wisdom. So you've gone through all of this, and here you are coming out on the other side. There's a potential here with this particular card. Sometimes I think about a couple that is making amends, coming back together. But with the Queen of Air here, you're not doing it in the same way anymore. It's Definitely much wiser, much more accountability, intuition being trusted, all of that. Okay, so Cancer, to wrap up, I do think that what we see here is you coming through this massive change in life. You have shed old skin, and there are people that you've had to cut out of your life, and there are people that may come back in, but you're not allowing people to enter in the same way again. They're going to find a different person. So the message here is be discerning, be truthful to yourself, be open to the opportunities that come back, come around, or even come new. And you are protected, right? Because you have enough wisdom now. You've learned lessons. And Asa Air says, yes, that's exactly what's happening here. Clarity for you. All right, Cancer, if you like this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I love to see you here again. Take care.